Hey everybody, happy Friday. Mike here at Imperial Tropicals. How is everybody doing today? We're gonna do a giveaway today. Um, hold up guys. I hope this just changed. Hopefully the view changed for you guys. We were up and down. We don't want that. We want to be horizon view. So today we're going to do a giveaway. We have, I believe, yes, it is the electric blue Jack Dempsey. Hello, Lynx. Happy Friday. So we're going to do the giveaway on that at 12:30. I'm going to go over our shipping schedule just due to the holidays. New Year's and Christmas fall on Thursdays this year. So we're going to go over what we're doing for shipping. So if you have an order or you plan on making an order, you guys will know what to expect. And let's see. Big Junior, you're fantastic today. You are welcome for asking. So yeah, it's going to be a fun one, guys. This will be live next Friday. And also, I'm thinking about going live on Wednesday, the new Christmas Eve. I believe I'm going to go live. So I got an announcement on Christmas Eve for you guys. So next Wednesday, be prepared for a little live stream. We'll go at noon. Um, let's see what else. We'll go over this week's sales as well. So hello, Shob. Hello, John. Liam. Let's see. Liam has a question. Can you please let me know a time frame on availability of gymnos other than Terrapukura? Do you have fry growing out? I need to get some soonish. So the only other gymnos we really have would be the Rhabdotus and the we have Gymno Geophagus gymnes, but we haven't had those in a long time. We've only had a very, very small group. They haven't really, the, we haven't really had a very good success on breeding those recently. I think it's because we have so many generations in. So I don't have any, unfortunately, I don't have any potential dates coming up on either of those. Rhabdotus for sure we'll have again. It shouldn't be too long. Most of these fish, though, we probably won't see until spring. That's just due to the cooler temperatures, the breeding slows down, the growing out of fish slows down, and also that kind of just limits the amount of time we go and seine these ponds. So on any of our new fish that we breed that come out of our ponds, you're going to see a little bit of a slowdown on into incoming inventory, and that's just because of the weather outside and all that. Jeff loves your synodontis. So glad they're doing well, Jeff. CBH, do we have any clown killies? We're currently out of stock. We do get them from a local breeder, so we shouldn't be out of stock of those for too long. Those are kind of like a every few months thing. We'll get them back in. So maybe about 2 months, maybe. Depends on when the breeder has more available. Charlotte checking in from the winter wonderland of Michigan. Cannot wait to get back down to Alabama where it's warmer. Yeah, that's a big difference in temperature, Charlotte. Which fish are you wanting to see, Odell? Ordered these. Can I hopefully? Yeah, Odell, just let me know what fish it is and we can try to look at them. But yeah, guys, I want to turn you around. I'm going to show you the fish we're giving away today, how it's doing today, how it's looking. That's going to be the electric blue Jack Dempsey. Of course, he's hiding in the rim of the tank, but let me turn you guys around. Let's look at what we're all here to look at, the fish. So he's hiding back here, right there under the trim. So Carly, on Odell here, I'm going to put your on Odell's comment there. Can you give me some locations on some of those fish, if not all of them? and we'll go look at him. Let's see. So here he is. He's slowly starting to come out. But this is the giveaway fish today. He's just one of many. So guys, if you don't win him today, we got a bunch of them in stock. Let's go around to the other side of this rack. We have 2 more tanks of them. So if you don't win today and you really wanted one, you still have the chance if you'd like to purchase one on the website. And we have 2 tanks. One has about 30 to 40 and the other one has about 15 to 20. So here is the other tank. You can see how much different they act when they're not just the only fish in the tank. So here's some electric blue jacks. That's one tank, and down here we have some more. Oh, they didn't like the camera in their face. Here they come back though. So I am a huge fan of electric blue Jack Dempsey's. Really, really nice fish. I love the blue on them. They're just catch people's attention. Good color, good personalities overall. Very similar to a Jack Dempsey, like a standard Jack Dempsey, but they seem to be a little bit less aggressive in my experience. I don't see them being as aggressive as a full blood Jack Dempsey. All right, so there's the fish we're giving away today. Hopefully, if you're wanting to win one, hopefully if you're wanting to win, you win. If not, you can still purchase one. Um, I'm not sure on the cost on those, Antoine, and I apologize if I pronounced your name wrong. But for any of the prices, you could see them on our website, imperialtropicals.com. Hello, Fish Fam. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining. Liam, great question about those Pellegrini. They just don't, I don't know if people just don't know about them or what, but check them out. They're good size, good color, super active. So no, these are the Altosinu. The Pellegrini, I'm on the wrong rack, but the Altosino, also very awesome fish. But yeah, the Pellegrini, Geophagus Pellegrini, pretty rare. I like them. Get some nice yellow to them. I believe they're over here. There's a couple in this tank. I don't know if we have another tank, but there's 3 of them here. These guys are definitely worth the wait on letting them color up, though. And really, guys, really cool fish. All right, so Carly's got me some locations. We will check them out. We got the cockatoides, which are right behind us. And this is a good batch, good color. Unfortunately, the lights literally just went out right before the live stream. Funny story. Some of our field guys came in and fixed this row of lights right here. They were just out. They weren't working about an hour ago, and these were. They fixed this light, replaced the ballast, and now this row of lights went out. So that's just the way it works on the farm sometimes. But here are some cockatoides with no light on them, but you guys can see females bright yellow, males with all the orange on them and the big fins. But they're looking really good. And they're about 1.5 inches. The males are closer to 2 inches. Now let's see, we got some Borlei we're gonna look at. And so we'll start with the Namalanchi. So, guys, you guys have any plans for the holidays in your aquariums? Are you guys trying to spruce them up before you have company? Are you traveling, making plans, trying to have somebody watch your fish for you, or just leaving them be? What are you guys doing for the holidays? Let me know. All right, so here are the Namalanchi. And this is this is all male tank here. There might be a couple female stragglers, but this is all males. They're right at 3.5 inches. So there you go, the Namalangi. And then we have somebody, the same Chalumba. So Chalumbas on the other side of this rack. So that worked out pretty well. Let's see, D13. Nope. I may have walked right past them. Let's see, guys. Now, here we go. Here are the Chalumba. This is the male size, so these are 3 to 4 inch. Um, I'm pretty sure you were wanting to see the 2 to 3 inchers, but this is the 3 to 4 inch. And then finally, the Star Sapphire, the showstopper that everybody loves when they're fully chipped up. Now, ours most likely only have a couple chips, if not any, but they are worth the wait to see them chip up. So let's see. Let's see. Here are some Star Sapphires right here. They're still not chipped up. This guy has one. He's got a couple there. So they're starting to, but they're not fully chipped up yet. But if you guys have a mixed African tank or just a species only, these guys are definitely worth it. And then we have another tank of them down here. Now these ones were just added yesterday into this tank. All right, so there you go. There's some Star Sapphires. Let's see. More to Living says you can't keep electric blue Jack Dempseys. The other fish seem to pick on them. That's most likely, like I was saying, they're not as aggressive. They are a line-bred, man-made fish, and I think due to that, they're a little bit more sensitive to a couple things like diseases, and they're just not as aggressive, so they're going to get picked on a lot more. So, actually, usually, if this fish, I wouldn't recommend keeping with a lot like a regular Jack Dempsey right out the gate, unless you like grew them up together and they're very close in size. But yeah, I would be careful with the fish you choose to keep them with, just because they are not as bulletproof as some of those other Central and South American larger cichlids can be. Hello, Chevy. Do we have any Johanni cichlids? I'm not sure if we have any in stock right now. Blue dolphins, we definitely can show. We got a bunch of those, and we're right by them. So here's some. These are some of the larger ones. Let's see if I can get the light off behind me, guys. Get you a better view. Still a little bit of a glare, but it's better. Now, these guys were just added yesterday as well. So they are a little shy and they're not full color yet. We got some here. We got some smaller ones. These guys have been in a little bit longer. You'll see the difference. They're colored back up and not being as shy. But there's only a few in this tank. But here you go. Some blue dolphins. Hannah, I'm glad. Also, Hannah, I was emailing back and forth with you about I believe it was you. I was emailing you back and forth about the marbled viejas. I got the exact fish you asked for. It's not every day I get to do that, but I did get that exact fish out of the picture you sent. So hopefully it colored right back up for you and is doing well. Let's see. Big Junior. Yeah, fish keeping does a lot, especially for just any kind of mental health issues. Fish keeping really does a lot for a lot of people. I know it has for myself and several other people that I know. I've been to some talks about some people much bigger than myself in the hobby speaking about it, and it's just it's a really good hobby to have for de-stressing and just sitting back, relaxing, and helping with any kind of mental health. Reign of Zippy. Is there going to be a Christmas sale? There is going to be a little sale for Christmas. It's not going to be on any specific fish or anything like that, but there will be a small sale. Typically, I wouldn't give you guys a little heads up on that, but this is just, I'll just say this. If you're looking to buy a gift for somebody, maybe a fish keeping friend or family member, be sure to check out our website or watch me live next Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday next week, there will be a little something. So be sure to check us out for more information on that. I understand you would like to see a Johanny. Somebody else asked to see the blue dolphins. Uh, all right, so it looks like we have some other requests. We're gonna go look at some coral red pencil fish. Another awesome fish. Beautiful color, bright red. So, unfortunately, they're in a tank with very dim lighting, and they're all on the back, so you're not going to see the bright reds. But here they are. Nonetheless, I love these fish. The red on them just really stands out. Um, our friend Jimmy, who just came a few weeks ago, he picked some of these up and put them in one of his planted aquariums. And underneath the bright light, these guys absolutely glow. They look fantastic. All right, so there's the coral reds, marble hatchetfish. Now these guys have been phenomenal. In the past, we've had some troubles bringing in hatchetfish of any species, of any kind. I just think they're more sensitive to water parameters than others, than most fish. But these marble hatchetfish have been bulletproof. This is a tank that doesn't have lights currently. Let's see if I can get them on camera for you. There's a few in here. You guys see them all. So if you're gonna get hatchet fish, guys, be very prepared. Have soft water, have a nicely cycled tank, and also have a tight fitting lid. And ideally, you cover this any little holes, like this one specifically. Typically, we have this over the hole. They are very good at jumping, and they will escape even through like a little feeding hole or something like that. So keep that in mind. And then finally, I'll show you some green dragon bushy nose. Um, Now, this, out of all the bushy nose, these guys probably have the coolest name, in my opinion. The green dragon, and then you get the long fins. The adults on them look fantastic. You get the long fins, and you get a male with the bushy nose. Just one of my absolute favorite bushy nose. But here they are. These guys are small, about an inch and a half. Got a bunch of them on the driftwood here. Here's one on the glass. You can see his fat belly is nice and full. But yeah, so that's the green dragons we currently have in that tank. I don't know if we have any larger ones. Let me check the other tanks. So here's a little bit larger. Yeah, so we got some larger ones here. Got them on the back glass there. Here's one up front. There's a couple up front. And you can see down there. And let's see if we have any bigger ones. So there's another tank. Allegedly. Let's see if there are. There are, but they just got a water change. And these ones are even bigger, but we're not going to be able to see them. They're on this driftwood. You guys probably can't see, but he's like right here. And there's another one back here. But yeah, we're not going to be able to see those ones. They just got a water change, and there's only a couple fish in there. All right, guys, let's see. Let me check the time. So we're getting close. We got about 8 minutes before we go to start the giveaway. Let's see, guys. I lost the comments. They're all over the place. So I'm just gonna start at a point, and if I miss your comment, I am sorry, guys. Fabs said downsize to 6 tanks. I had as many as 25. Started out with the big mean guys, Dovi, Umbies, Jaguars. Slowly moved to planted community fish. Yeah, Fabs, those fish are absolutely fun. They're great to keep at least once in your hobby. But like all things, I think people grow not necessarily bored, but they grow interest in other areas in the hobby and end up getting plants and everything else. And obviously they're not compatible. I mean, I've kept all those fish, and now all I have is planted tanks. But everybody, there's so many avenues in this hobby, and everybody just ends up, a lot of fish keepers end up keeping a little bit of everything at some point. So guys, we finally got some new plants in last week. Actually, Monday when I came in, these tanks were all the way empty, but now all the tanks pretty well loaded up. So already a lot of the plants have started to sell. So if you're interested in plants, I would act quickly. We got the Japan dwarf pennywort, got the dwarf hairgrass right there in the middle, the Rotala rotundifolia, Anubias nana, the Anubias off-zelly right here is looking really good. We have the mats of moss, which have started to take off. So this is the peacock moss. The red Reuben swords. What else came in looking really good? The Anubias barteri came in pretty big. These leaves are huge. So those pots of Anubias barteri came in nice. Guys, look at this triple red cockatoides in here. That guy's a showstopper right there. All right, we got the Anubias Nana Golden. We got the Tropica. Got some pearlweed back there, which I believe they may have sold out already. If not, we have one left. We have the dwarf aquarium lilies right here. We haven't had these in a while. If you want a lily, if you like a plant that's going to grow fast, throw up leaves to the top really quickly, these guys are it. The bulbs on them are about golf ball size. It's hard to see right now because they're planted, but they're very big bulbs. They're healthy. That would be a good thing to get right now. The wisteria, as always, looking good. The dark red Ludwigia. Now, another one I'm excited about. There's 2 right here. First, we're going to stop at the first one here. The Crinum calamastratum. This guy, there's only 3 of them in here, but they came in really nice and healthy. They're big. They're about an inch at the base, so they're pretty big. And then the other one I'm really excited about, you guys might not think it looks like a lot right now, but these right here, these are a nice, perfectly healthy leaf. These are Madagascar lace plants, and if you guys just see how this plant grows, it's absolutely amazing. Literally grows like a net. It grows that way because in the wild, it just flows in really fast-moving water in Madagascar, and the water, it allows the water to flow through the plant and not rip the leaves. So that's a nice one that came in. Now, local aquatics. Any plans on having gold ocellatus back in stock? Now that is one we breed. Let me turn you guys around. That's a fish we do breed here in stock now. Unfortunately, our old breeders that kind of just stopped. I think we went too long without replenishing our breeding stock, and that led to an unfortunate problem of not having any to sell. So about a month ago, 2 months ago, we brought in some new breeders, and they're looking really good. They're young, they're healthy, they're showing signs of breeding. So with any luck, within 3 to 6 months, we should have some fry available. Well, at that point, there wouldn't be fry, but we should have some fish available to sell. I'm hoping, with if everything goes right. So hopefully you can be patient, and hopefully we will be able to reproduce them and have some to sell. All right, that being said, let's get back to the plants. Jungle Val came in good. And also something we haven't had in a while is the Anubias caufifolia. So the caufifolia is a nice one. The new leaves, they come in like a more yellowish green color. And then as the leaves mature, they become this dark green color. So big fan of the caufifolia. And finally, we got the Java fern mats down here. We got 5 of those in stock. Those are probably going to go really quickly. So if you're interested in that, check those out. And then we got the green cryptwenty, the dwarf sag there in the middle. And down here, we have the weeping moss. So we have 3 mats of the weeping moss. And then we have the red cryptwenty. Now, just to show you guys, this is what they look like in our tank right now. But this is kind of the color that they will become in your tank once they're established. If they're growing healthy and everything, this is what they'll look like. Nice crinkly leaf, dark reddish brown color. Really, really nice plant. Chevy, they are in our well water. Oh, something happened, guys. I lost all the comments. Give me a second. I don't know what I did. There we go. So these are in our well water. We're currently out and we need to clean them, but we do run CO2 on a lot of these, on all of the tanks. But right now we ran out of CO2, so we got some algae growing on our equipment. We're gonna have to clean that. But so relatively hard water. Some plants love it, some plants do not. But the CO2 helps. When the CO2 is going, the plants, they all flourish. We're looking at like a pH of around 7.5 in these tanks, and the lighting is relatively low for like a planted tank, but we do have planted tank specific lights up here, and then we also have just our regular shop lights we run on all of our tanks. So all the plants kept in relatively medium condition, medium light with typically CO2. We're just out right now. As you can see, we got some of our equipment out. We're trying to clean it all. These are drop checkers. So if you guys aren't familiar with these are just to make sure that the level of CO2 is safe in your aquarium for your fish. So, guys, I think it's time. I see Zach saying good luck to everybody. Um, let's see. More to living. Yeah, it really depends on the fish, on how long you can breed them for, and how successful they are. Some fish, you get a year out of them. Fish like angelfish, where they breed every 2 weeks, like you don't have long with them because they just continue to breed and they breed themselves right out of production. So every fish is a little different. Guys, it's time. I see it's we might even actually be past. It's 12:30, so we're gonna go get this giveaway started. Big Junior, I'll explain this really quick. A drop checker works. So you see this little blue solution? It's called DKH solution. And what happens is when you run CO2 on an aquarium, it adjusts your pH. So throughout the day, your pH in your aquarium is constantly changing, and the drop checker basically monitors that. And the CO2, um, this basically monitors your pH, which is essentially affected by the amount of CO2 in the water. If it turns yellow, that means there's too much CO2 in there and your fish are probably gasping. It's probably an issue. If it turns green, that's perfect. That's the amount of CO2 you want in the tank. And if it's blue, that means there's not enough CO2. As you can see, it's blue right now. But yeah, that's a quick rundown, very generic, not going to go too deep into it. But that is just a little bit of a rundown. It's basically, you check the color. If the color's good, fish are good. So let's go get this giveaway started. Who is ready? Who wants to win this electric blue Jack Dempsey? I know it caught a lot of attention, so good luck to everybody. And turn you guys back around. We're going to look at my tank on my desk, and then we're going to look at the giveaway. All right, so guys, we do have fish in here. I don't know if they will be out, but we got some live food in there. Let's see. Let me know if you guys see the fish in there. They are still the original group of 4 Elisoma in there. There is one. I see one, but I don't think he's on the screen. It's a female. She's at the bottom of the tank. I don't know if you'll see her. I'll back you guys up. So she's down here. If you can see my finger, she's down there. So nice little Elifoma. The live food in the tank is Moena. So it's a type of Daphnia. It's a small type of Daphnia. They are related. So it's just a live food we culture here. It's this tiny little bug, basically. It's a little bit bigger than baby brine shrimp. All right, so you guys, they're not going to be a very impressive fish to watch from this far away, but you can see them swimming around up there. That's just one of the females. The males are nice and jet black with a little bit of blue on their face and gill plates. All right, so I'm getting the contest pulled up, guys. I'm refreshing everything, so it's going to be fresh for your comments. I'll be pulled over. All right, so let's go. Big Junior, it really depends on the fish what we feed our fry the first week. Depends on the size. If they're really, really small, we go to a very small micron food. It's like a powdered food. We don't really culture it that much as some people, but we do use infusoria and other little microorganisms, and also we do baby brine shrimp if they're larger fry. So like all the African fry, they're big enough. They get baby brine shrimp for a couple weeks, but the key is to get them off of that as soon as possible. It's not the most nutritious thing they could be eating. So the sooner we can get on prepared foods with a lot more additives, like not additives, but like protein in it, the better. All right, so everything's reloaded, guys. This is the second time I'm doing it. We're gonna get this thing going. Oops, wrong account. All right, so let's see. Oh, it's way down here. Okay. Here is the Facebook. So it had 47 comments. And guys, just so you know, it might look different. Facebook might say there's less comments. This adds up Facebook and Instagram sometimes. So just know there may be a difference there. We got Instagram, 21 comments on Instagram. And then YouTube, I have pulled up right here. Wow, look at it. This is the exact fish, guys, right here. So hopefully this is going to somebody who actually really wants this fish and is ready for this fish. Oops. Um, so YouTube, and it's looking like 24 comments on YouTube and TikTok. There we go. TikTok, we are looking at 7 comments. So guys, if you have a TikTok, I encourage you guys to start commenting on there as well. That's going to give you another potential chance to win. Just want to remind you guys every week, you can have up to 4 chances. You can comment on Facebook a million times, but you only get one kind of entry. But if you comment on Facebook, Instagram, that's 2, or Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, that's 3, or you can do all 4 and get 4 entries. So just want to continue to remind you guys that. Mississippi Hippie. Unfortunately, it is too late. I already pulled everything over, but every week we put out a video on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and it's the giveaway video. This is this week's video. It is the electric blue Jack Dempsey giveaway with the date on there. So this is just a quick video, and all you have to do to enter is comment on this video. And you can comment on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You can do all 4. You can do 1. But if you do all 4, you get 4 entries. If you do just 1, you get 1, 2, 3, etc. So you have to like, comment, and share the video. And then you just join us here on the live stream like you are now. You have to be present during the live stream. And we do the giveaways at 12:30. So as long as you're here at 12:30, on the Friday when we're doing the giveaway, you have the chance to win. All right, so this is the electric blue Jack Dempsey giveaway. There's going to be 1 winner. We're going to do 10 substitutes. So the substitute is basically if the winner isn't here, we go to the next person and so on. And then we're going to exclude duplicates, which that just means duplicates from like the same. You can't have multiple entries on the same social media. So whether it's Facebook, YouTube, etc. All right, guys, let's get it going. Big Junior, as long as it's small enough that the fish can eat it, absolutely, aquarium co-op magic baby food would work. All right, guys, let's go. See if I can get you guys centered. All right, so Benny De Jesus. Benny, are you here? We're going to give it a second. So last week, guys, we discovered that there is a kind of a delay. And it also something weird that some of the comments didn't come through when we were doing the giveaway last time. So Benny, if you are here, let us know. We're going to give you a minute. It's 12:41. We're going to give it a minute. If not, we're going to the next person. In the meantime, guys, I didn't see too many comments come through. And I'm going to pay close attention to the comments because I'm waiting to see if Benny's here. Guys, what are your plans over the holiday season if you're traveling? Are you, or even if you're not traveling, if you have people come over, maybe family, friends, you guys cleaning your tanks? Are you guys traveling and having somebody watch your fish? Are you just going to fast your fish if you're traveling? Ricky, no, the drawing is officially over. It's closed. We already picked the winner. We're just waiting to see if they're here. If not, we're going to go back to the next one. I do see Shob requesting to go back to pick a number prize. That's so there's an issue with that, Shob. And the issue is when we're live, Facebook users, I don't believe, can see the YouTube comments live, and YouTube users cannot see the Facebook comments live. So when we do these pick a number giveaways, we have an issue where multiple people are guessing the same number, which doesn't allow for us to have only one winner. So then we have to do multiple winner giveaways, which is fine, but that just means it's going to be a smaller prize. Charlotte's setting up a new tank over the holiday season. That's fun. Doesn't get any better than setting up a new tank. That's the best part. Lynx just leaves the tank other than just cleaning the front glass. That's fair. That just shows too that you're doing a good job and you're not having to do any major cleaning for the holiday. See you later, Ricky. Next week, if you're still here next week, you can join or you can enter beforehand on the giveaway video. All right, guys, it is time. It's 3 minutes past the time I said. So we're gonna go to the next person, which is Scott Fisher. Scott, are you here? Scott, let me know if you are here. We're gonna give you in 1 minute. Yeah, guys, it's here. Here's the top 5 right here. Toot, happy holidays. Thank you for joining us today, and we will see you next week. Irving, you are not on here if that's what you were hoping for. Alan, we will see you soon. Lone Star, here's all the entries. I don't know if you entered anywhere else, but I do not see your name on YouTube. Landon, we do giveaways like this every single week. And if you didn't catch it earlier, the video you have to comment on will be on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram every Monday or Tuesday, depending on the week. But every week we do release that video. And you just have to like, comment, and share that video. And you're entered. And then you have to be here live during the stream to actually win. Even if your name is picked, if you're not here, we're going to go to the next person until we get to somebody who is here watching live. Merry Christmas, Jenny. All right, we're gonna go to the next one, guys. So Chef Boy on Fly 24. I recognize that one. I've seen you on our I've seen your picture on our TikTok. I've seen you comment before. Are you here? So you're gonna have a different username, and I understand that. Let me check. Ant-Man. So Ant-Man, are you Chef Boy? I'm just waiting on your reply. So, all right. So Ant-Man, go ahead and email us and at fish@imperialtropicals.com. Are you keeping this fish? Are you going to keep the fish, or are you going to take the store credit? Curious. There's a lot of people who want that electric blue Jack Dempsey. And guys, say hi to Zach behind me there. He's one of our supervisors. You guys seen him before. He's working hard back there. So you are going to keep the fish. That's cool. So really quick before we end today, we'll go look at a few fish last minute. Maybe creep around the warehouse, see if we see anybody we didn't see last week, and see if they have any fish they want to talk about. Do you guys like hearing from the people who work here? I like. Last week I liked surprising a lot of them. They weren't. Some of them weren't too impressed, but they all did good. All right. Yes, you guys like hearing from them? Any rare Geophagus? So we can go back and look at the Geophagus altusinu. I kind of skipped over them because I thought they were the other fish. And then if we have any speni, we'll look at those. Those are always super popular. Liam likes when we sneak up on them. All right, well, we got one today. There's one person left that works in the warehouse that we didn't get last week. So I'm gonna turn you guys around. Let's go. Hey, Tyler.
Hey guys.
What do you think? Should we go talk to Jessica? All right, let's go.
Oh yeah.
So, guys, this is our African cichlid rack, and it's getting stocked up today. And we have the caretaker right here. She thought she could be slick.
Oh, come
But-
on, Mikey.
Jessica,
Hi.
what's your favorite fish on your rack right now?
Right now,
Just on your rack right now. Any
the
fish?
tangerine tigers.
Oh, yeah, tangerine tigers. And what do you like about them?
I like the different colors, and they are a little bit more of an aggressive fish, and I do kind of like that.
They are a little skittish right now. So you think
they
they're
just came up? I just got them in here. In
okay?
The greenhouse.
All right. And what makes you say they're a little bit more aggressive? You think just like in the way that they eat, or how they treat each other in the tank?
It definitely in the way they eat. I definitely have. Those are ones that I have to feed a little bit in the morning when I come in, and a little bit in the afternoon before I leave, instead of doing the feeding all at one time, because they are very aggressive with each other.
Okay. So would you say you think there would be a shy fish in your tank? Like if somebody were to buy this right now, do you think this would be a shy fish, or do you think it'd be more one that it's like out?
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Not shy at all.
Yeah. I would say the same thing too. These guys are, and also, they're very quick growers. Like they grow really quick. So
I have some bigger ones right here. Or smaller ones, sorry.
smaller ones. Okay, so we look at a couple smaller ones.
So even at the smaller size, they do have really nice color.
So Jessica, we got people saying hello to you.
Hi, everybody.
So hello, and thank you for showing us your favorite fish on your rack right now. All right. So we are gonna go look at the Altus Sinu really quick. and maybe some Spenai. Yes, guys, please hit that like button. Thank you, Chevy. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit subscribe. We're gonna hit one of these days soon. We're gonna hit like a monument number, I guess I'll call it, like a number, like a solid number, like 20,000, and we're gonna do a giveaway. So you guys follow us, and we're always doing giveaways. It gives you a better chance at knowing when we're doing them and getting involved and potentially winning. So here are the Altu Sinu, and there's some really nice colored up males in here. They just keep moving. These guys are hungry. Look at them all. They're all at the top, just begging for food. They're about 3 inches, maybe 3.5 on some of them. And their common name is going to be the gold dust geophagus. And yeah, so it looks like they're not fully described yet. Yeah, these guys are really cool. I like them a lot. They're similar to a red hump, so like the geophagus red hump, but there's definitely differences in them. This guy's got a nice hump coming in. I wish he would cooperate a little bit. There we go. Now he's doing geophagus stuff. Sitting at the bottom, pecking at the sand. There you go. That's more their natural behavior. All right, and then let's see. Let's check out if we have any in here. I want to show you guys the rainbow cichlids too. Love these guys. Just some of the rainbow cichlids looking nice. And then, do we have any Spheni in? Let's check. We have the Milleri, and they're all huddled up in the corner. Let's look at some Spheni. There's a few here. These guys just have so much iridescence to them. I could see why so many people want to keep these and have them. I don't have any tanks large enough at home myself to keep these. My wife has a 125, but that's her tank, so she has her own fish in there. But these guys are just beautiful. You guys see them in our show tanks all the time. The big, beautiful male in there. He's probably 12 inches. Can I show the marbled viejas? Absolutely. And we're right in the area for them. So I'll show you the ones that are in. I'm going to show you two different batches. So here's one batch. These are the smaller ones. You're looking at 1 to 2. There are some 2 to 3 inches in here. See, these guys do not like the camera. They keep doing the same thing. Liam says I'm gonna make you broke. I understand the struggle, Liam. I work here and I have I'm very obsessed with fish tanks, so I understand. The feeling is mutual on going broke because of fish. All right, now let's look at some bigger marbled viejas or the marbled fenestratus and just see the color difference. Now, these guys are not currently on the website. These ones are not for sale. These are our photo tank. We're just trying to get pictures of some of our smaller grow out breeders. You see here, though, just how they look. Nice marble coloration, nice pinkish, auburn, purplish color to them. And these guys are anywhere from 4 to 5. And then there's like some 3 to 4s in here. So we have a couple different brands in here. I am not sure on the brand of 40-gallon breeders we have all of them, but I know we do Aqueon sometimes, and then these older tanks with the black. Carly, I'm failing to remember. If you remember, Carly, what brand these are with the black silicone? But pretty much all the 40 breeders out there, when you're buying these rimmed tanks, pretty much all of the quality is very similar. The only time you really have to worry too much about some of the 10-gallon tanks on the rim tanks are iffy. Yes, Marineland. Thank you, Carly. So the ones the black trim are Marineland. Um, really good quality tanks. But if the smaller tanks, there tends to be some issues with glass and how thin it can be. So some of those thinner tanks are kind of iffy and they can break really easy. But these 40 gallons, pretty much any of the brands are very similar. You have the trim on them. Now you can get some of them don't have. I'm trying to show you guys here. They don't have the brace in the middle. Those are a lot more handy when it comes to breeding. You're catching fish. You're in the tanks a lot more. Let me show you the ones with the trim. Now I have 2 tanks at home. I bought them used. I don't recommend this to anybody. But I have 2 tanks at home. They originally had this on there. These were a mistake from the factory, so we ended up with them. Makes it more difficult to catch fish. When you're catching a bunch of fish, you're hitting it. Makes it hard to collect fry, you're hitting it. But I've seen people on 40-gallon tanks, and I actually have 2 tanks at home. They cut it here. Not recommending that, but the glass is strong enough. I haven't had any issues. It's been like that for years. But that's just to say, the glass on those bigger tanks, like the 40 gallons, is strong enough. I wouldn't do it on any tanks bigger than that, and I wouldn't do it on tanks smaller than that. That is because the bigger tanks, that's a lot of weight to trust the glass to be able to do it on its own. The smaller tanks, that glass is real thin, and I wouldn't do it. So just wanted to talk about that really quick. Let's see, guys. So that's going to be it, guys. It's lunchtime. I'm sure Carly's hungry. She's probably tired of hearing me go on and on. I'm hungry. We're going to go live next week, Wednesday. And probably noon. I'll talk about what we got going on next Wednesday. So we'll see you then. And then next Friday, we're probably going to go live again. So two live streams next week. Hopefully to see you guys there. If I don't, have a nice holiday, and we'll see you later.